I knew the car wasn't going to see Tommy, nor Tommy was going to stop, as both the car and Tommy were obscured by a large and long hedge. It was happening right before my eyes, but there was now definitely nothing I could do. And then bang, that was it. I just had a huge emergency in which I had to access my war chest of £10,000 in cash savings. This episode explains why exactly you should save some cash for a rainy day. Hello future investors and welcome back to another weekly episode. Today's video is not only dramatic but true. Last Friday I was walking my 5-month-old German Shepherd Tommy on the beach in the late evening. It was a dark and freezing cold night. Unaware of what Tommy was about to do, he completely caught me off my guard, and what was about to happen next was truly horrific and something I wish to forget. However, I figured it would be a fantastic example of why you should create your own war chest, or in other words, a large amount of savings for a rainy day. So it was a Friday evening. I decided to take my dog Tommy for an evening walk along the beach while my partner was visiting her parents nearby. It was cold, dark, windy, and I knew there would be little to no dogs around, so this made it a perfect walk for Tommy to keep him cool and entertained. After all, what dog doesn't love a walk on the beach? Unbeknownst to me, Tommy had a different idea in mind. He was sitting at this point, casually looking around, content and well-mannered. At this specific moment, I was looking directly at him. I had him on one of those extension leads which had a plastic handle, not the best for gripping onto, but great for loose lead walking. There was no noise other than the sea, no light other than the moon. I had no clue what he was about to do. From a standstill, sitting on all fours, he bolted, wrenching the lead from my hand, which on hindsight was not well gripped by me, clearly. He bolted from the sand and up towards and over the stones. I immediately gave chase. Initially, he made distance on me. I remember thinking as I was running as fast as I could up the stones, this is strange, as he normally wants me to carry him up the beach, as he hates walking on the typical British seashells. Anyway, I managed to break even when chasing him. It was a fair run. He wasn't losing me, nor was I gaining on him. Now we're up over the beach pathway and now we're onto the main road. I can see a junction of a road ahead. Screaming his name, Tommy! He wasn't stopping. And then I saw the headlights of a car approaching to the stop at a junction. I knew the car wasn't going to see Tommy, nor Tommy was going to stop, as both the car and Tommy were obscured by a large and long hedge. It was happening right before my eyes, but there was now definitely nothing I could do. And then bang, that was it. I won't go into detail from this moment on, as it's something I don't wish to relive, and I hope I never have to again. But all you need to know is Tommy lived. 2 hairline fractures on his front right leg and 2 missing bottom teeth. Luckily, they were his baby teeth. He was lucky to be alive, let alone walk away with injuries of what one can consider as small as that. He is now home with us, recovering. Now, we are a fair way into this episode and story, so you're probably thinking, what does this have anything to do with keeping a war chest? Well, you're about to find out. Like a bunch of right numpties, we hadn't taken out any pet insurance. Yes, I know, I don't need telling. Stupid. Very stupid. But all I can say is, I guess you never think it will be you that these horrible things happen to. Well, they do. So far, this incident has cost me personally £1,500 and counting. Luckily, Tommy doesn't need surgery, but I expect these costs to reach around £2,000 if I was to estimate, once the final vet treatment is finished. But who knows, it could be more. And this leads me on to why exactly you should keep a war chest of a large amount of savings. Because although you may have pet insurance, you never know what other unexpected costs may be around the corner, small or large. Now, of course, the money is nothing in comparison to Tommy's health and well-being, but this is a prime example of why a terrible situation can be made that slightly bit less worse by relieving the stress of a financial worry. So as I always preach in my videos, and if you're a subscriber who has been around for a while, you will have probably heard me talking about creating a war chest in other episodes. It proves its own weight in gold when the time comes. So how do I create one? Well, it's a form of savings. However you find the best way to save and accumulate a desired amount, be it through a bank savings account, bonds or cash. It's not about hedging against inflation or worrying about the value of fiat currency. Hopefully your other investments in gold and silver will be dealing with that separate issue. It's all about having quick access to a large amount of cash when needed. How much that may be, you decide. Personally, I like a round number of £10,000, but that's just me. Your circumstances may be different, allowing you to save more or less. But the point is proven, and as the saying goes, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. To watch another episode featuring Should You Buy from the Royal Mint? Click the link now.